Myself or BABU, Botany faculty. Today I am going to explain about topic of plant kingdom. So plant kingdom is a highest taxonomic category in plant classification system. This kingdom includes all multicellular eukaryotic organization of plants. In this kingdom, two subkingdoms are there. Two subkingdoms are, so first one cryptogams, second one is phanerogams. Cryptogams are non-flowering plants, so without flowers, non-flowering plants. So seeds are absent, without seeds. So cryptogams are non-flowering plants. That's why there is no possibility of seeds. Without seeds, these cryptogams are microscopic plants. That means lower organization of plants. That's why sex organs are invisible in a condition. Microscopic, then invisible sex organs. Then phanerogams are flowering plants. So seeds are present with seeds. These are higher organization of plants, nothing but macroscopic plants. So sex organs are visible condition. The first one coming to cryptogams. In the subkingdom of cryptogams, three divisions are there. So first division is thallophytes. Then second division is bryophytes. Then third division is pteridophytes. Then in the subkingdom of phanerogams, two divisions are there. First division is gymnosperms. Then second division angiosperms. We have to discuss about all characteristic features of these divisions one by one. First one coming to thallophytes. So thallus. Thallus is nothing but undifferentiated body of plants. That means plant body not differentiated into true root, stem and leaves. Plant body is an undifferentiated condition. So phyta is nothing but plants. So thallophyte means plant body is an undifferentiated condition into true root, stem and leaves. Under these division mainly includes algal members. That means all the algal members includes under the division of thallophytes. So alga is nothing but seaweed. Seaweed is known as a algal members. The term algae was first used by Linnaeus. The study of algal members is known as a phycology. Father of Indian phycology is known as a MOP Iyengar. The study of algal members is known as a phycology. Father of Indian phycology known as a MOP Iyengar scientist. These algal members chlorophyll containing autotrophic plants. Chlorophyll containing autotrophic plants. plants. So these chlorophylls are mainly responsible for trap the light energy, then perform the photosynthesis, synthesize the food material, autotrophic in condition. Maybe exceptions are there, some are heterotrophic in a condition. That's why more than 50% of photosynthesis performed by algal members. Half of the CO2 fixation carried out by these algal members. These lead useful to increase immediate dissolved oxygen in atmosphere. It is essential for respiration of living organisms in our planet. These algal members habitat mainly in aquatic condition. So these are fresh water, then saline water, that means marine water condition. That's why conductive tissues, xylem and phloem absent in algal members. These are lower organization of plants. Due to this one, mechanical tissues also absent. Both the conductive and mechanical tissues are absent, both conductive and mechanical tissues. Why? Because this habitat is in aquatic condition. There is no need to condition of water. That's why conductive tissue and mechanical tissues both are absent in a condition. Then in algal members, gametes are unicellular condition. Gametes are unicellular and non-jacketed condition. Non-jacketed means not covered by the any wall layers, nothing but like a naked in a condition. Then by the fusion of these gametes, then form the zygote. Embryo stage also absent in embryo stage also absent in algal members. That's why zygote act as a meiocyte. In algal members, zygote act as a meiocyte. That means zygote undergoes to meiotic division, then produce the haploid spores. Then by the germination of these haploid spores produce the new algal body. So zygote act as a meiocyte. Embryo stage also absent. Mainly plant body is a haploid condition. N condition. But in some algal members, plant body is diploid condition. So plant body is both haploid and diploid in a condition. These algal members shows the all types of life cycles. That means haplonitic life cycle, then diploidic life cycle, then haplodiploidic life cycle. Algal members shows the all types of life cycles: haplodic life cycle, diploidic life cycle, then haplodiploidic life cycles. These algal members also have the high economic importance. More than 70 species of algal members are useful as a food of some aquatic animals like fishes, amphibians, mammals, etc. Some algal members used as a food for space travelers like a chlorella, then blue-green algae, spirulina, etc. Then some algal members useful for obtain hydrocolloids. That means algae and kerosene. Hydrocolloids, water holding capacity substances. We can obtain this hydrocolloids, water holding capacity substances, algae and kerosene from algal members. Algae mainly from brown algae, then kerosene mainly from red algae. Brown algae and red algae. Then other we can obtain from rhodophycean members, red algae, xeridium and gracilaria. We can obtain agar and agar for industrial purpose from red algal members, Xylidium and gracilaria. So depending on based on type of the main pigments, flagellation and stored food material, these algal members are classified into three classes. So chlorophyce, pheophyce and rhodophyce. Based on main type of pigments, flagellation and reserved food materials, algae classified into three classes. So first one, chlorophyce, second one, pheophyce, then third one, rhodophyce. Then first one coming to chlorophyce members. So chlorophyce is generally called as a green algae. Why? Because these are appears gross green in color. That's why this called green algae. Main pigments, predominant pigments in green algae is chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B. Carotenoids also present. This main habitat in aquatic condition, both freshwater and saline water in a condition. Main habitat is freshwater aquatic condition, both freshwater and saline water in a condition. So these pigments are located in a discrete unit of structure, chloroplast. So pigments are located in chloroplast. These pigments are responsible for trap the light energy, then perform the photosynthesis. In photosynthesis mainly light reaction. These pigments are responsible to perform the light reaction in photosynthesis, then synthesize, prepare the food material. Then size and shape of the chloroplast is a different, varies in different algal members. Then shape of the chloroplast are discoid shape, plate-like shape, then reticulate shape, spiral shape, then ribbon shape, girdle shape, etc. Best example, Spirogyra. In Spirogyra, spiral shape or ribbon shape of chloroplast is present. Then in Chlamydomonas, cup shaped chloroplast are present. Then in Erotrix, girdle shape of chloroplast. The number of the chloroplast in each cell, each algal member may be varies. So for example, in Chlamydomonas, in each cell only one chloroplast is present. Then in Spirogyra, 1 to 16 number of chloroplast are present. Within chloroplast, number of proteinaceous bodies are present. These called pyrenoids. So pyrenoids are proteinaceous structures. These stores the starch materials. So starch, the center core is a proteins. In pyrenoid, center core material is a proteins. Then starch material is present. More number of pyrenoids are present in each chloroplast. Then these algal members are body organization is mostly unicellular condition. This also filamentous condition. Then colonial forms of body organization is a unicellular, filamentous and colonial forms. So unicellular, Chlamydomonas, then chlorella. Generally locomotion is absent in algal members, but in some algal members locomotion is say due to presence of a flagella. If flagella is present, these are motile condition. That means have the capability of a locomotion. Chlamydomonas is a motile, unicellular motile condition. Flagella is a present. Then chlorella is a unicellular non-motile in a condition. Then filamentous forms, Spirogyra and Eulothrix. Spirogyra and Eulothrix filament is in a condition. Like filamentous forms, these are surrounded by mucilage sheet. These mucilage sheet provide the protection from epiphytic growth on these algal members and provide the protection from decaying and desiccation. Next one, colonial forms, volvox and hydrodictyon. Colonial forms are volvox and hydrodictyon. So volvox, in this colony number of algal so volvox colonial motile condition. So number of volvox are aggregated to form one colony of a structure. So these are colonial motile condition volvox. Then hydrodictyon is a colonial non-motile in a condition. So body organization in chlorophyll members mostly unicellular condition. Example Chlamydomonas, unicellular motile condition, chlorella unicellular non-motile condition, then filamentous Spirogyra and Eulothrix, then colonial volvox colonial motile condition, hydrodictyon colonial non-motile in a condition. Then these chlorophyll members, reserved food material is starch mainly. Reserved food material starch. Some in chlorophyll members food material stored as a oil droplets. Then the cell wall mainly composed by cellulose. The cell wall mainly composed by cellulose. Along this one maybe pectin is present. Cell wall composed by cellulose and pectin. Inner layer composed by cellulose. Then outer layer composed by pectin. That's why due to pectin is present in outer layer, it is a slimy in touch condition. Then in chlorophyll members reproduction by vegetative, asexual and sexual methods. Vegetative, asexual and sexual methods. So vegetative reproduction by fragmentation. That means the vegetative body, plant body in unfavorable condition split into small pieces. Then each piece is nothing but one fragment. These can grow into a new individual algal member. Is known as a fragmentation. Asexual reproduction by different types of spores. So these are juice spores, then aplanospores, autospores, alkanoids, neutral spores, etc. Juice spores, aplanospores, autospores, alkanoids, then neutral spores, etc. Juice spores only motile in a condition. Rest of the all spores are non-motile in a condition. Then sexual reproduction by three methods. These are isogamy, then anisogamy, then monogamy methods. Sexual reproduction in chlorophyll members by three methods: isogamy, anisogamy, and oogamy methods. Isogamy means both the gametes are similar in a size. That means functionally, physiologically, morphologically similar in condition. This is known as a isogamy methods. Best example: chlamydomonas, etc. Next one, isogamy, chlamydomonas, then chlorella, then spirogyra. Isogamy takes place chlamydomonas, chlorella, and spirogyra. This chlamydomonas is a motile condition, chlorella is a non-motile condition. In spirogyra, so Elotrix. In Elotrix, both gametes are morphologically similar in a condition. Then in spirogyra, this morphologically similar in condition but a non-motile condition. This one has a physiological anisogamy. Best examples for isogamy: Elotrix and spirogyra. In Elotrix, both gametes are similar in condition, motile condition. In spirogyra, morphologically similar condition but non-motile condition. So this one has a physiological anisogamy. Next one, anisogamy. In anisogamy, both the gametes are dissimilar in a condition. Best example, chlamydomonas. In some species of chlamydomonas, isogamy takes place. In some species of chlamydomonas, anisogamy. Anisogamy is nothing but both the gametes are dissimilar in a condition. Then oogamy. Oogamy means female gamete is a large, static, non-motile in condition. Then male gamete is a smaller, then motile in a condition. So fusion between large non-motile static female gamete, then motile small male gamete is known as a oogamous. Best example is a wall box. In chlorophyll members, life cycle is mostly haplolytic life cycle takes place. Best examples of these chlorophyll members are spirogyra, then chlamydomonas, chlorella, Elotrix, Chiara. These are the best examples. Spirogyra is known as a pond scum or pond silk or water silk. Spirogyra is known as a pond scum, pond silk or water silk. Why it is known as a pond scum? Why? Because these spirogyra members are floating on a standing of water. These are floating on standing of water supported by bubbles of oxygen. That's why it is known as a pond scum. Why it is known as a pond silk or a water silk? Why? Because these are appears gross green silky masses like a condition. That's why this is known as a pond silk and a water silk. Generally, chlorophyll members locomotion is absent but seen in some chlorophyll members. Flagellas are present. 2 to 8 flagellas are present. These are equal flagellas. In chlorophyll members, 2 to 8 flagellas are present. These are equal flagellas. Position of the flagella is apical in a condition. Position of flagella is apical in condition. Then Elotrix and chlamydomonas, some resting stage is present. This known as a palmella stage. In chlamydomonas and Elotrix, palmella stage is present. Palmella stage means asexual spores, juice spores in unfavorable condition get surrounded by a thick mucilage coat. Inside this mucilage coat, these juice spores are dividing in condition. When conditions are favorable, these are germinate to form a new individual algal bodies. This is known as a palmella stage. Next one, coming to phaeophyce. So phaeophysi members. Phaeophysi generally known as a brown algae. Phaeophysi generally is known as a brown algae. Why? Because these are appears brown in color due to predominant pigments chlorophyll A, then chlorophyll C, xanthophylls. So predominant pigments in brown algae is chlorophyll A, chlorophyll C and xanthophylls. These are appears olive green color to various shades of brown in color. It depending on the amount of the pigments xanthophylls. That means fucoxanthin. Depending on amount of fucoxanthin, this brown algae appears olive green to different shades of brown in color. Then phaeophysi members generally marine in condition. Fresh waters are very rare in a condition. Best example, lithoderma. Habitat of phaeophysi members are saline water condition, marine condition. Fresh water habitat are very rare in condition. Best example, lithoderma, fresh water habitat. Then phaeophysi members body organization is a multicellular. Body organization is mostly multicellular. Unicellular forms are absent. These multicellular are filamentous. Filamentous branched condition. Simple branched or profusely branched, large branched condition. Simple filamentous. Simple branch is ectocarpus. Simple branch is ectocarpus. Then profusely branched laminaria, sargassum, fucus, macrocystis. Profusely branched, large branched condition. Laminaria, fucus, sargassum, then macrocystis. Largest phaeophysi member is a macrocystis. This profusely branched phaeophysi members is known as kelps. Kelps is nothing but a profusely branched phaeophysi members. Best example, laminaria, sargassum, fucus, and macrocystis. The height of the macrocystis approximately more than 100 meters. In this kelps, maybe air bladders are present. These air bladders will be useful for mechanism of buoyancy. So it is a fucus. So in fucus, kelps air bladders are present. These air bladders are useful for mechanism of buoyancy. That means floating in surface of water in water. So kelps, largest kelp is a macrocystis, height nearly more than 100 meters. Then the plant body of phaeophysi members differentiated into three parts. This first one is a holdfast, second one is a style, third one is a frond or laminum. phaeophysi members plant body differentiated into three parts: hold, fast, style, frond or lamina. These holdfast will be useful for this plant body attached to substratum like rocks, etc. etc. Next one, style is a connective part, stalk-like structure between frond and holdfast. Then frond is a mainly photosynthetic part like a leaf like a structure. So phaeophysis members multicellular body may be parenchymatous condition or pseudo parenchymatous in a condition. Then phaeophysis members mainly stores the food material in the form of laminarian mancha. Stores the food material mainly in the form of laminarian and mancha. These are the complex carbohydrates. Complex carbohydrates, laminarian and mancha. Then phaeophysis members reproduce by the three methods. So vegetative method, then asexual method and sexual method. So vegetatively by fragmentation. So vegetatively reproduced by fragmentation, then asexually by the spores, mainly zoospores. Zoospores are flagellated condition. Two flagellas are present. These are unequal flagellas. These are unequal flagellas. So piriform. Asexual reproduction mainly by the zoospores. These zoospores are flagellated motile condition. Two flagellas are biflagellated condition. These also unequal flagella. These flagellas are located lateral condition. So lateral flagellas are present. This shape is a piriform condition. Pear shaped. Then sexual reproduction by isogamous, anisogamous and oogamous condition. Fertilization takes place in water medium or within oogonium in oogamous type. In cell protoplast in phaeophysis members, addition to these plastids may be vacuole and nucleus also present. Then life cycle of these phaeophysis members, haplontic life cycle, diplotic life cycle, then haplodiplotic life cycle, different life cycles. Then diplotic life cycle mainly in fucus. Diplotic life cycle mainly in a fucus. Then laminaria. Then ectocarpus. Haplodiploidic life cycle. So phaeophysis members shows the haplontic life cycle, diploidic life cycle, haplodiploidic life cycle. So diploidic life cycle in fucus. Then laminaria, ectocarpus, haplodiploidic life cycle. So phaeophysis members shows the isomorphic alternations of generation or heteromorphic alternations of generation. So isomorphic or heteromorphic alternations of generation. In isomorphic alternation of generation, morphologically similar structures are present. In heteromorphic, morphologically dissimilar in a condition. Examples of these phaeophysis members: laminaria, sargassum, ectocarpus, dictyota, fucus, etc. Examples. Then coming to rhodophysis members. Rhodophysis generally called as a red algae. Rhodophysis members generally called as a red algae. Why? Because these are appears red in color. So major pigments in rhodophysis members, these are chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B, phycoerythrin. Phycoerythrin, chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B and phycoerythrin. Due to phycoerythrin, these are appears red in color. Then habitat of these rhodophysis members mainly marine water condition, saline water, freshwater habitat are very rare in condition. Best example, Batrachospermum. Bacteriospermum shows the freshwater habitat. Rest of the all rhodophysin members maybe shows the habitat marine water condition. Abundant these red algae present in warmer areas. These rhodophysin members may be present very near to surface of water. That means highlight penetrated areas. This also present in greater depth of water. So inside the water, mainly phycoerythrin is present. This phycoerythrin can absorb the light. Blue-green wavelength of light. Phycoerythrin can absorb the blue-green wavelength of light. This wavelength of light can reach to great depth of the water. That's why these rhodophysin members can capability to present in a deeper areas depth of water condition. Phycoerythrin have the capability to absorb the blue-green wavelength of light. This blue-green wavelength of light able to reach to depth of the water. So because of that, these rhodophysin members can present in a greater depth of the waters. Then body organization is a multicellular condition. Unicellars are completely absent. In this multicellular branched condition, parenchymatous and pseudoparenchymatous in a condition. Then reserved food materials in this rhodophysin members, Floridian starch. Floridian starch. It is similar to amylopectin and glycogen. Amylopectin and glycogen. Reserved food material in rhodophysin members, Floridian starch. It is similar to amylopectin and glycogen. There, the cell wall composed by cellulose. Then cell wall composed by cellulose, pectin and sulfated phycocolloids. Sulfated phycocolloids like a calcium salts. Cell wall mainly composed by cellulose, pectin, then sulfated phycocolloids. In phaeophysin members, cell wall composed by cellulose, algin, non-sulfated phycocolloids in phaeophysin members. But in rhodophysin members, sulfated phycocolloids like a calcium salts, etc. Then rhodophysin members also reproduce by asexual, then sexual, then vegetative methods. Vegetative, then asexual, then sexual method. So vegetatively by the fragmentation. Then asexual by non-motile gametes. Non-motile gametes. Then sexually by oogamous type. Sexual reproduction by oogamous type. Here also gametes are non-motile condition. Asexually reproduced by non-motile spores. Then sexually reproduced by non-motile gametes. It is a oogamous type. Male sex organ is called spermatoncium or antheridium. So male sex organ is called spermatoncium antheridium. This will produce the non-motile male gamete spermatium. Then female sex organs is called carpogonium. Carpogonium. It is a flask-shaped condition. So sexual reproduction by oogamous type of non-motile gametes. That means flagellas are completely absent in rhodophysi members. In chlorophysi 2 to 8 flagellas are present. Equal flagellas position is a apical in condition. Then in phaeophysi members 2 flagellas biflagellated condition. These are the unequal flagella lateral side. Flagellas are completely absent in rhodophysi members. Then examples of this rhodophysi: Polycyphonia, then Porifera, then Xeridium, Gracilia. So examples of rhodophysi members: Polycyphonia, Porifera, Xeridium and Gracilaria members.